Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to do a page in Intricate Ink, Animals in Detail by Tim Jeffs. This is his volume 1. And I'm going to do the giraffe. And I'm doing it in Distress ink. So I have a bunch of them sitting over here on the side of my desk. I don't know if I can get them all in camera here. I've got an orange, actually kind of a rust. It's called Rusty Hinge. I've got scattered straw, gathered twigs, very soft brown, walnut, deep brown, vintage photo, reddish brown, wild honey, kind of a softer color than the hinge here, and then a brushed corduroy, which would give it a nice deeper color. So what we're going to do, it's like these three colors here go really good together: rusty hinge, honey, and scattered straw. So this is the deepest yellow, lightest orangish color, and deeper. Very good brown here is the gathered twigs, but it is a very soft brown compared to the vintage photo, which has the red. Walnut stain has got a deep dark black to it. Brushed corduroy is a very interesting color. It's one of the newest ones. I don't play with it too often, but it's a good one. So we have what we call the mini tool here. It looks like one of those old rubber stamp things that you had. It's got a cushy pad here. These are interchangeable. They're on Velcro. This one has a little bit of the scattered straw on this side and the vintage photo on this side. I do not clean these. You can take them into your sink, scrub them with some water, just squish, 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 squish. All this ink will come out. They're water-based. You have to let them dry overnight to make sure they're completely dry, because if you put a wet pad in the ink pad over here, you will get some really interesting marks on your paper you cannot get rid of. So we have that, and we have what they call the detail mini tools. These are called Ranger. This is you can find it under Ranger or Tim Holtz. Ink are under Tim Holtz for the most part, but they are also Ranger brand. So he works with Ranger a lot. These will be only found under Ranger, not Tim Holtz, for some strange reason. If you're looking for them on Amazon, I'll try to link them down below. Excuse me. So Giraffe here is kind of in, depending where you find your giraffe, they're out in the safari land where the sun is gold and so is the ground, you'll get a golder dude. If you find them in the zoo, they'll have a whiter areas on them because they're usually in a location that isn't cohesive to where they usually are born. So we're going to kind of go in between the two. And doing it with all ink, we're just going to get started here. Certain areas are going to be the yellow, certain areas are going to be the gold. Yeah, you get the hint. We're going to start with the scattered straw. And I'm going to use this end of the tool and only ink up this portion. I'm not inking up the whole pad, just that portion. I'm going to use this little round arch as the colored, kind of like what you would with the point of your pencil. I'm going to go right down this line here with that and just bring that yellow down. Okay, we're going to go all the way down. And I'm going to turn it and use it here and just put that line right on the edge. And bring some of that color up. Go down here on the bottom and do the same thing that we did on the other side. Up around his eyes. Just real soft on the mouth. Boom. Tiny bit of yellows. We're going to go in with the gathered twigs. Going to do it on the darker side of the pad here. Going to go down his fur line, or whatever you want to call the mane. A little bump up here. Over towards his eye and in this area here. Okay. Going to bring in a little of the vintage photo and the darkest area here. Going to go down his mane again. Staying as close to the center of that as we can. There we go. A little more up here. Tiny bit here on the tip of his nose. Shadow under his ear. Okay. Gonna go in with a little wild honey. A little more detail here. All the way down his fur line here. A little deeper with the rusty hinge. I'm hoping you can see the whole kit and caboodle here. Bring in the brush corduroy. I'm going to go in each one of these little squares that he's got. Just use up the rest of that ink on this in the whiter areas. Okay, now we're going to go in with our deepest color. Is the walnut. Need a different tool. Don't want to go that dark with that tool. Okay, we're going to brush the edges here. Can go back in with the vintage photo. Going to use the pad, the bigger one, and just lightly bring in some of that color. Oops. I'm going to bring in some coloration for his eyes. I'm going to start off with burnt umber. Little of the Van-dyck-brown. add some color in here and there. Take the black. And we're going to give him some eyelashes because giraffes have them. Oops, pulling on the camera, sorry. Get a little cream or ivory here. We got ivory. I'm going to add a little of that around his eye too. A little around his nose here. These little bumps. His ear. The tip of his bumps should be darker, so I'm just going to get the walnut. Darken those. There we go. Just going to add a few extra little hairs here. We'll bring in a bit of burnt sienna here. Just touching it and all the little markings here, just until I'm happy with it. It's just the black. I always like to rub the colors together just so they blend a little bit more. We're going to take a little tiny bit of the pit pen here, just around his eye. Tiny bit of fur there. And I'm going to call him done. I think he turned out rather cute. I'll take a picture and leave it at the end of the video without the lights on so you can see him just a little bit better. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section down below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Take care, everyone. Bye now.